Hello, my Naija brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Naija Gist 2027 and beyond. As always, I am your host, Mark Johnson. Welcome again. Today, we are going to delve into an episode that is a little bit more spicy outside of the regular politics and all that. And we are going to be talking about love, power, and polygamy, the real price of soft life in Nigeria. Soft life in Nigeria is the kind of life where you just chill and everything is just happening, mede, small, jejely, like the jeje life. We call it the jeje life in Nigeria, no stress, no hassles, just, everything soft, And what inspires this podcast today is the story of Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels that has been in the airwaves, for about a month now. This country never runs out of gist. This is our Naija. They never run out of gist. From politics to romance, our real life stories can humble even Nollywood. Today, we are diving into one that shook both the elite class and the online streets. The union between Senator Ned and his actress wife, Regina Daniels. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't about gossip for gossip's sake. It's about what happens when love, wealth, and power dance in the same room. Because sometimes what looks like a fairy tale on Instagram might be a silent storm behind closed doors. As I always tell people, social media is not always what it seems. So don't go breaking your head, hating people, or feeling that your situation is the worst of the worst based on what you see on social media. More than 70% of what we see on social media are not real. Make believe. Take a cue from that. They say money makes the world go round, but it also spins people crazy and dizzy. When the story first broke out, it felt like a Cinderella moment. A young star, a powerful man, politician, private jets, luxury cars, mansions in Abuja, Lagos, and Asaba. Everyone was saying Regina has made it. But behind the glitter, real life was watching quietly. You see, the soft life is beautiful until you realize the pillow might not be comfortable. Yeah, soft life is sweet until you realize that it's not as soft as you think. As they say, not all that glitters is gold. Some of it is guilt wearing diamonds. Then the story started to leak. The cracks, the arguments, the control, family drama, even accusations and whispers of substance abuse. Suddenly, the perfect love story started looking like an episode of Power and Pain. Let's be honest, every marriage has its battles, has its ups and downs. But when you mix money, politics, and fame, love becomes a chess game. It's no longer about hearts, it's about hierarchy. In Nigeria, people love to say, no be you get money, they happy pass. Sometimes now who get peace. It's a common saying in Nigeria. In this country, when the older wealthy man marries a young woman, society claps. They call it wisdom, success, or divine favor. But let that same woman speak up, and suddenly she's ungrateful or wayward. The double standard is louder than a generator when there's power outage. Truth is, love without freedom is a contract, not a partnership. I repeat, love without freedom is a contract, not a partnership. Sometimes I wonder, do we chase wealth because we want comfort or because we fear struggle? If you marry money without peace, you are only renting happiness. I got some views, of the streets, of Lagos. And what people had to say was this. Somebody said, I beg, I go manage small salary with rest of mine. And that person said, money sweet, but peace the sweet pass. And then the last one said, Naija marriage don't turn survival plan, not fairy tale. I've just highlighted these three, but most of the response I got was, as hard as Nigeria is, a lot of people prioritize their peace of mind over things like, money without peace. It's deep. We all want security, but security without serenity is a golden cage. And trust me, some cages shine so bright you forget you are trapped. The Ned and Regina story is more than celebrity drama. It's a mirror to our society. It shows how we glorify wealth but ignore the emotional price tags that come with it. Maybe it's time we start measuring success, not by cars and mansions, but by peace of mind. They say money can buy a bed, not sleep. It can buy a ring, not love. This is Naija Gist 2027 and beyond, where we have real talk, no sugarcoat, no spin. Drop your thoughts below. Would you choose peace or prestige? Love or lifestyle? Let's gist. As we say in Nigeria, make we gist as it dey hot, as the matter dey hot, make we dey talk am. So please leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Once we have enough comments, we are going to do live on most, if not all, the videos, that we've put out. We just need enough comments, likes, and then we'll put up a live podcast where we can get some audience, to discuss. Because at the end of the day, when we put up these things, it's to feel the pulse, of our Naija brothers and sisters. Because at the end of the day, these are things happening in Naija, and we all are Naija people, so we can relate to all this. So I want to know how it relates to you, what do you think about it, what your opinions are, and then we can discuss it. So bye-bye for now. Catch you on the next video. Have a nice evening. Cheers.